When you pull up to the next car meet, you want to be seen, and not in some dumpy old Honda that everyone and their grandmother owns. No, you want something unique, with flair, but most importantly, it has to be on a budget. Well, never fear. Today, we're taking a look at 7 great sports cars that will make your friends jealous, but that can all be purchased at an affordable price. Now, there are going to be plenty of insane cars later in the video that I can almost guarantee you've never heard of. But I wanted to start things off with a more common cheap supercar that's easy to find on the used market, the Jaguar XKR. The XK joined this British luxury brand's lineup in the late 90s, and it was produced in 2 generations which ended in 2015. It was essentially an early Grand Touring version of the current F-Type, a car which still uses an evolution of the XK's chassis and motor. Here we go. Ooh. It also shares a lot in common with Aston Martins of that era, and is often compared to the V8 Vantage and DB7. The XKR is powered by a 5-liter supercharged V8, making a little more than 500 horsepower, although the Performance Edition XKR-S boosted that to around 550. It also had a 6-speed automatic transmission and a leather interior with the finest 7-inch touchscreen that 2015 could offer. The XK is not a lightweight track car by any means, with a curb weight of around 4,000 pounds, but it does offer a powerful drivetrain, an exciting exhaust note, and a surprisingly attractive exterior design. Yeah, if you had to guess, this looks like a pretty expensive ride. But surprisingly, used models are incredibly affordable. Low mileage examples go for around $30,000, and high mileage hard used XKs can sometimes be found for less than $20,000. That is a lot of luxury and performance for the price, which makes this a great car to look rich on a budget. If you want something a little more sporty and unique, I'd recommend looking into the Factory 5 Racing 818. It's built around a highly tunable Subaru boxer motor, with Factory 5's iconic tube kit chassis and fiberglass body encasing it. The final product is lightweight, affordable, and best of all, an absolute blast to drive. The 818 debuted in 2013, a smaller, lighter car than the rest of Factory 5's lineup, intended to seduce a younger audience of next-gen automotive enthusiasts. It weighs only 818 kilograms, or around 1,800 pounds. The kit includes a tubular steel space frame and unique fiberglass body shell made at Factory 5's headquarters in Massachusetts. The drivetrain is borrowed from a Subaru WRX donor, including a 2.5-liter turbocharged Boxer 4 with 230 stock horsepower. It's offered in an open-top street edition, a coupe variant, or a hardcore 818R race spec. Prices for the kit itself start at just over $10,000, but add in the price of a used or even wrecked Subaru donor and General Assembly, and you could be looking at around $25,000 for a finished model. If you're more of an adventurous type, check out this rally-inspired replica build from LB Specialist Cars. The LB STR is their interpretation of the 70s racing legend Lancia Stratos. The original Stratos is one of rally racing's most famous icons. It was designed by Marcello Gandini and powered by a Ferrari V6. As you can imagine, the price tag on one of these is pretty, well, stratospheric these days. The LB STR kit attempts to keep its spirit alive, but in a much more affordable and usable package. It has a torsionally rigid CAD-designed space frame chassis designed to mimic the shape of the original Stratos with more modern safety features integrated. In addition, the fiberglass replica body is so true to the original it can even fit genuine Lancia parts. It can also fit a variety of engines. The recommended affordable option is a 2.5-liter Alfa Romeo V6, but it can also accept an even cheaper Toyota 2GR FE or an authentic Ferrari V6, just like the real rally car. As you can imagine, prices vary a lot from build to build. You'll be spending a premium if you want that Ferrari motor instead of the Toyota, but expect to fork over around $60,000 to $70,000 for one of these rally replicas. Yes, it's the most expensive option on this list, but might be worth it for someone looking to experience a little taste of rally history. Okay, the STR isn't the most practical daily driver, and yeah, it's also anxiously close to the 6-digit mark that could get you into some crazy fast supercars. Let's dial it down a bit for this next one, the Maserati Gran Turismo. It has all the prestige of the Italian Marque's badge and a powerful V8 derived from the Ferrari F430. That's right, over 400 horsepower of naturally aspirated, front-engined, 7,000 RPM fun. Total output and performance specs have varied throughout the years, but even the early models can do 0 to 60 in less than 5 seconds. And it goes without saying, the Gran Turismo has a characteristic Italian exterior with a fantastic silhouette and aggressive stance. It's definitely going to stand out. How much will you need to sacrifice to get into one of these exotic luxury coupes? Well, back in the day, a brand new Gran Turismo could cost well into the 100,000 range. But even in this economy, depreciation still hits used Maseratis pretty hard. I found a few Gran Turismos being offered at less than 30K. Good luck finding another Ferrari V8 for that cheap. It's one crazy deal to look rich and go fast on a budget. Oh, I can hear the haters clamoring already. You can't buy a Maserati and expect it to be reliable. It would be just a terrible mistake. Well, how about a Toyota MR2 then? The Japanese brand is hailed as one of the most dependable manufacturers to ever grace the automotive universe. And if you think the MR2 doesn't look stylish enough to stand out, well, that's where Turismo UK comes in. They specialize in transforming old used sports cars into modern art pieces. Their Porsche Carrera GT inspired lineup has fiberglass body kits designed for affordable sports cars like the MR2 and 986 Boxster. The Avalanche GT is their MR2 based kit. It comes with a full set of GRP body panels and an optional roof scoop, engine cover, and interior adornment. The price for this conversion starts at just under 5,000 British pounds. Of course, you'll still have to provide the MR2 and assemble it yourself. Let's say you like the idea of a DIY project, but you don't want it to be an exact miniature Porsche replica. Car number 6 on our list of cheap exotics to look rich is the Blackwell Widow SPR1. It's designed and sold by Wayne Blackwell in the UK. And although he originally planned to build the SPR1 on a fully custom space frame with a V8 drivetrain, Blackwell ultimately decided on a Mazda Miata donor chassis instead. This makes the Widow SPR1 lighter, cheaper, and frankly more fun to drive than 90% of other cars on the road. The exterior design clearly takes a lot of inspiration from the TVR Sajaris, but has enough of its own unique flair to stand distinct. Best of all, the price? Just $4,300. You can check out my full video about the Blackwell Sports Car Company and their future products linked on the screen now. The final car on this list is sure to turn heads as much as a Ferrari or Lamborghini would, but at a fraction of the price. With so much hype around the recently released C8 Corvette, a lot of enthusiasts seem to have forgotten about its older sibling, the C7. A 6.2-liter pushrod V8, 460 horsepower, iconic American style. It offers a lot of the same perks and head-turning aggression as the infamous C8, but costs a lot less on the secondary market. Right now could be a great time to scoop one up at a lower price. Used Stingrays are going for a little over $40,000. Which of these 7 cheap cars to look rich is your pick? Let me know in the comments below, and check out the playlist on screen now to learn more about affordable exotics and cheap supercar kits. Remember to subscribe, but most importantly, thanks for watching.